everyone. Welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. When last we left off, we were, of course, here on the island at the little shack, the lean-to, here at... Is that an arm? I think it is. Here at Gollum's Cave. We can look across the little lake here. You can see the entranceway that leads all the way back up to Gollum Town. We're not headed up there today. What we're actually going to do is we are going to map our way over to Rivendell because we've picked up the lost gems that Marilos were looking for. We're going to take those back to her so that she can then work on those keys so possibly we can get into Delossad, the place where we think that Narquil, the lesser ring belonging to Amarthiel, is being held, has been hidden. And we have returned to the Trollshaws here. Looks like afternoon is falling upon us. Let us go ahead and mount up. And then we are going to head over the little rise and then down the hill until we get to the Spire of Meeting down there. I hope everyone has been having a good time. Has had some good adventures and all that. I watched The Hobbit. In fact, I sat and after I told y'all I didn't quite have a marathon and that I didn't watch them all at once, but over the course of the last week I have watched all three movies again. And I've got to say the first one is still my favorite. The Unexpected Party. Still definitely my favorite of the three because I think it stuck it's just the charm and all of it. I think it stuck the best to the actual book itself. With the third one being my second favorite, and the middle one being third place, just because of issues that I have with it. Anyway, we won't go into that. Enough has been said. In the meantime, let us talk to Marilos and continue on.
What can I do for you?
I thank you for this service, Gnarlo, for Goblin Town is a vile place and not easily traversed. My friend will be surprised and pleased that you have recovered the gems he thought lost, and he is sure to learn much of jewel smithy by studying them. I've got to actually choose something. Goblin Town gem. And Marilos's mace. Goblin Town gem, parry, resistance, block, and physical mitigation. It's a real damn nice one if you're actually like a guardian or something, and I think that may be what I actually have that on. Agility, will, fate, and critical rating. I might go for that. Replace Laerdan's earring. And Merloc's mace. Vitality. Will, maximum morale. 63 combat power regen. And a minus 20% movement speed. It would stack pretty well with the one I have over there. And decrease my morale, but increase my power regen. But I think we're going to go with that and replace Laerdan's earring. Yeah, you get to this point where it's like, it's hard to say, and there we are again. Inventory management, people. I will be right back. And while we were doing our maintenance and cleaning stuff out of our mail and all, we came across the fact that we had been granted a new deed while we were down in Goblin Town. Basically, it's like the places of Goblin Town. We've gotten 3 of 7. It says, few know the full extent of the depths of Goblin Town, and those who have experienced them most likely died therein as slaves to cruel goblin overseers. The goblins themselves may not know all the ways, for the deepest passages extend far into the heart of the misty mountains, where dark and unseen terrors lie, and the goblins will not brave those passages unless driven or enraged. So we found 3 places: the slave pits. The stench and horror of the slave pits of Goblin Town are the subject of dark rumors among travelers who must brave the high pass. For it is well known that the goblins delight in taking such folk captive, and dragging them down into the depths of the mountains, where they are pressed into cruel labor in the darkness, and few ever again see the light of day. Then we got Gollum's Cave. Gollum's Cave is a dark, silent lake nestled down near the roots of the misty mountains, and it is said that even the goblins fear it greatly and rarely come here. The famed hobbit burglar Bilbo Baggins stumbled into this cave long ago, and there met the wretched creature Gollum. It is said he won his freedom through a riddle game, but there is a rumor that he did not play fairly. And find Iglanur. The true origin of the ruins that can be found scattered in these caverns is unknown. It is clear that once the dwarves delved here and built their tunnels and mines, but this was lost and abandoned to the goblins so long ago that even among Durin's folk, there are few who remember the names of those who built it or how their story came to an end. Very cool. So we're about halfway through the areas of Goblin Town there. Next up, let us talk to Marilos once again. Boom.
What do you need?
And I think we were getting Faralock. Go ahead and finish it.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Chapter 11, The Keys Repaired. I have done what I could, but about half of the keys were broken beyond repair, or were missing their pieces. Return with these repaired keys to Candelet, and give her my regards. Would that I could have repaired them all, but know that I succeeded where most others would fail. It was not an easy assignment. Yes, okay, you're the great god master of jewelry making and key repairing. I'm just happy that you weren't asking for stuff for yourself. Otherwise, we would have had words. I am returning over here to the stables of Rivendell. And then once we get there, stables of Elrond. Once we arrive there, we will be grabbing a horse. There should be a swift travel back to Echad Candeleth, the camp of Candeleth. And when we take that, we will rejoin you over at her camp. We will see you there. We have returned to Candelet's camp via the Middle-earth taxi service. Let us go on in and speak to the lady herself. Give her the box of keys, and I think I can fairly well tell you where this is going to go. I imagine we will be turning back to Delossad now, and seeing if any of them actually function upon the door there. Trackless wilds are dark and overgrown, home to many dangers. Chapter 11, The Keys Repaired.
What can I do for you?
You have returned. Was Marilos able to repair the keys as I thought she would?
Stay a moment.
Very good. Chapter 12, Prisoner of the Free Peoples. Excellent, Gnarlo. It is to be hoped that one of these keys will unlock the door that leads deeper into the ruin of Delossad, and we may recover Narquil hidden somewhere within. Return to Muldir, southeast of Echad Candeleth and outside the entrance to Delossad, and tell him what is to be done. We have an advantage now over the searching Angmarum, Gnarlo. I can feel it. Hurry to Muldir, and may you return with Narquil. So we go back to Muldir and uncover the secrets of Delossad. That's easy enough. Delossad, of course, is right down here. We couldn't see it last time because of the fog and the rain. But there's Delossad, and right over here, of course, is where Muldir is hiding and keeping a watch. So we shall return down that way. That is slightly too far of a distance for me to trust the safe fall. I don't think it would quite last long enough for us to reach the bottom of that jump. So we're going to take the long road. And we'll meet you whenever we return to Muldir. Hello, Muldir. Did you see my greeting that I sent you from up above? The secrets of Delossad have been lost to the winds of time. Yes, but we have uncovered a few. You have returned with the keys, and many of them have been repaired. The secrets of Delossad are within our reach, Gnarlo, and Narquil as well. Are you ready to search within Delossad? Speak with me when you are prepared, and we may put our plan into motion. And here we go, another solo quest and cannot be completed with a fellowship.
The pages of Sarah Oakhart's journal uncovered the ways into the ruins of Delossad, once called Sithat in brighter days. The search for Narquil has led here, but to what end? What have these ragged stones seen?
Grey is the shadow upon my heart.
Hearken, Gnarlo. Many of the Angmarum that came to Tau Bruinen are searching elsewhere, but some of them have returned to search the ruins. Defeat those that you find here and return to me before you search inside. I do not want them to see you opening the door. Defeat 6 Angmarum. Find and defeat all the Angmarum outside the entrance, Gnarlo. Shouldn't be too hard to do. There's one right over here. Let's go into sneak mode. Find weakness. Distract him. Stab him in the back. He's just a level 50, but shouldn't be too hard taking him out here. As long as, once again, we don't get jumped by any of the wanderers coming around. I would definitely have to keep an eye on them whenever we're fighting any that may be in the outside ring there. It is a tough level 50 for one of us little squishies, though. Alright, the first one down. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to continue working my way around, taking out the other 5. And trying to avoid getting jumped by more than one at a time. So as we complete that, we will get back to you. Just like we will get back to Muldir over there. So we will see you then. We have been working our way around. We are coming around to the last one, I believe, number 6. There was one wanderer up here, and then there's been one in each one of these little side caves here. Thought there was one here. There was one in the side cave over on the other side. Guess it must be in this one. Oh, there he is. He's wandering around again. Alright, there was one in one of these side caves, and then the other one wanders. Let's see if we can take out the last searcher here. He's wanting to rubber band a little bit there. And down he's gonna go. Love that burglar heal. Well worth putting the points into as soon as you get it available. In some of these fights like that, it can really be the difference between life and death and life and having to sit and pop a whole bunch of potions. We're going to return to Muldir now and see what he has to say. He's probably going to tell us that we can enter on into the door of Delossad.
My heart cannot sing today.
Very good, Gnarlo. Your exploration of the ruin shall now be uninterrupted. A word, though, before you try the door again, my friend. Delossad is an ancient place, and some memory of great evil hangs over its stones. I fear that something terrible came from there and would ask you to keep a clear head while you are inside. Examine anything that seems unusual, for I believe that the memory of whatever sorrow hangs about that place will make itself known to you. Learn what you can, but remain wary. Creatures of the dark are drawn to such places, and you may need to defend yourself from them. I will stay on guard out here, watching to ensure that no enemies enter Delossad while you are within. And now we are going to travel on inside and examine any unusual items we find while we were in there. That's always reassuring. If you find anything bizarre, out of the place, or that seems like it could probably destroy your mind and your sanity, be sure and take a good look at it. Like, dude, I have played too many survival horror Lovecraft games to sit there and go, okay, let's examine this unusual item. And into the depths of Delossad we go. Quite the nasty, rotted, fetid, overgrown place, isn't it? And so we haven't had the housekeeper in here in quite a while. Alright, I do remember this sequence. I love this. This is the kind of things that I love the Turbine folks for having put these kind of missions and stuff in the game here. This brazier stands within the depths of Sithad. What sights might it have seen? There we go. Laerdan and an elf maiden. Father, I am frightened. How did I come to be here? I do not remember. Do not be afraid, Narmaleth. I will not let them hurt you anymore. As he said, we are seeing shadows of the past. Now, we gotta take out the crawlers. That's how we get through. Like, how do we get past this? Okay. Take out the crawlers time. That's how we get past it. Quest available. Rotting roots. Okay, well, I'll look at your little low level quest for me in just a second here, okay? Yeah, level quest 38. Decline. Alright. So I think as we pass each one of these, we're going to have to fight whatever guardian it was that's going to pop out of these two side things. Urn. Let's see what shadow of the past the urn remembers. I want you to listen to this very carefully, Sarah. She may not always be herself. She may yell at you or threaten to strike you. Rise not to anger. Narmaleth can be cured of this. I am certain of it. Do you understand? Repeat to me your duties. I am to bring her meals twice a day and water with which to bathe. I am to treat her kindly, but must not give her news of the world outside. I am not to ask of her past, and she is not to leave her room. Very good, Sarah. The duty is yours. May you hold it for as long as your predecessor, for Narmaleth's sake. So after all this time, it wasn't Narcool he was hiding here. It was Narmaleth, his daughter. For some bizarre reason. Shall be interesting to see why it was that he felt that his daughter had to be imprisoned here and to never leave the confines of Delossad. Or as they say, Sithad back in those days. Let me take a look here right quick. What do we got? Another deed? We did get another deed. This is Crawler Slayer. Defeat crawlers within the troll shaws. 5 of 120. Well, we may get a few more added onto that today. Now a fallen brazier. Once again, what sights might it have seen? Laerdan and Narmaleth. I brought you some flowers, Narmaleth. I do not want any flowers. But these are so nice. Do you remember in Linden? I said I do not want them. And she knocks it over. I do not remember Linden. I remember only dark, terrible places. I remember shouting and the clash of swords. Was I in a battle? I remember pain and death. There was a warrior. I cannot see his face. I would trade it all to remember flowers. I will prepare another room for you, my daughter. This one has become unpleasant. Poor Narmaleth. Yes, we actually have to defeat the Blade Beak. Otherwise, the next door is surely not going to open. Yep, there it rotated up above, behind us. So that fallen brazier, we got to see the moment it got knocked over. Much like what I love in paleontology when you see dinosaur tracks. When you see dinosaur fossils, that's a creature. That's the entire life of a creature you're seeing there. But when you see dinosaur footprints, fossilized footprints, you are seeing a moment in time. Much like this brazier here, you're seeing a moment in time that has been preserved for the God unknown span of time that this place has gone abandoned. Another fallen brazier. Oh, they're closing behind us, are they? Hadn't noticed that. Whoa. Mordareth. Mura and Salvak. Okay. We know how that brazier got knocked over. Said we would definitely collect a few root crawlers today. Okay, where is my, what do I have, a thief heel? No, I'm thinking my ranger heel, perhaps. Anywho, is this it? That's it, burglar's antidote. Okay, no, I don't want to do rotting roots. Even if you've increased it a level or two, it's still not something I want to do. Alright, which way did they go? I see books over here. We got Laerdan. Sarah Oakhart. Laerdan, I did not think. What do you have there, Sarah? She has been so lonely, Laerdan, and she asked for books. I thought... Books! I told you most clearly not to do such a thing. I am sorry, Sarah. You did not mean any harm. What happened to her, Laerdan? Why do you keep her locked up like this? My daughter's heart was claimed by Shadow. If you were given the chance to bring back one you loved from the darkness, would you not take it? Is there not someone who could help you? The elves. I fear what my people might do if they knew Narmaleth still lived. I will tell Master Elrond when Narmaleth has recovered. No more books, Sarah. Here we go again. With so many of the problems being caused by elven hubris. With him thinking that he could cure Narmaleth of whatever evil malady has afflicted her all by himself, and refusing to seek the aid or the counsel of others. Take out this blade beak and see what our further travels into the dungeon will reveal. I'm very, very interested about that whole thing with Mordred coming into the ruins. That gate didn't open, so perhaps further in this way. Ah, there we go, another brazier. Is this her next prison here? Yes. Sarah tells me you have not been eating Narmaleth. I will eat naught that Oakhart brings me. I am Amarthiel, the champion of Angmar. Thou cannot keep me here. I did not come here to speak with you, Amarthiel. I came to speak with Narmaleth, my daughter. I am the champion of Angmar, so shall I always be. You are Narmaleth, an elf smith of too great skill, and my daughter. Where is my ring, foolish one? Where is Narquil? You will never again see your ring, Amarthiel. I have sent it beyond your reach. Lies, thou hast kept it for thyself, and one day I shall take it from thee. Narquil is beyond your power now, Amarthiel. You will never hold it again. This room, too, has an unsavory air. I will prepare another for you. I will return to see you in 3 days, Narmaleth. Narmaleth is no more. Amarthiel will live forever. Great was his folly, apparently, thinking that he could cure her all on his own. Plus, you know, what was it that he was thinking the elves would do, you know? I mean, you look at, I don't want to do rotting roots, thank you. You look at how well that the elves kept Gollum. The Wood Elves kept Gollum and the patience and kindness that they showed him. Like, surely they would show something like that to one of their own. Let's see, is the one over this way opened up yet? No, it didn't. So, I don't think we can get there the other direction. I think we have to go around this way. Yep, that one opened up now. Now we have another urn. Let's see what story it has to tell. Looked like a nice hall here once. Another nice room. How many of these rooms did he have prepared? Ooh, Mordorith. Is there someone there? Hail, Amarthiel, champion of Angmar. Stay away! Father! Sarah! Angmar has missed thee, Amarthiel. Our master grieved when you were lost. It has been many years since thou wert taken, hidden from our master's sight. But thou remain his humble servant, dost thou not? Though the daughter of Laerdan sought to restrain me, I have the greater power. My loyalty is to Angmar, ever and always. Amarthiel serves one master. Good, I knew it would be so. In time, we will repay thy jailers sevenfold, Amarthiel. We must move now with haste. It will please me to exact my revenge upon the Earth Laerdan and the crone Oakhart. Oakhart spoke often of her cottage, taunting me with her freedom. When my strength returns, I will see it burnt to the ground and the crone with it. It is better than she deserves, Amarthiel. What? Only one this time? That's hardly a challenge for such a reward, or such a story. Decline again. That's the only downside with these automatic quests. Whoa, who is that? I welcome thee to Sithad, Gnarlo. The site of thy doom is Mordrenbor. These walls have seen much, have they not? I have a message for thee, doomed hobbit, and may it give thee joy. We have found Narquel. Goodbye, Gnarlo. We will not meet again. Uh-oh. Hey, hey! Hello? Sarah? Gnarlo, Gnarlo! Quickly, pass me the keys and I will open the gate.
The sorrows of the Eldar are never-ending.
Gnarlo, are you all right? The Black Numenorian appeared outside Delossad, and I had only a moment in which to hide myself. Were it any other opponent, I would have engaged them in battle, but I could not hope to defeat him without others of my kindred. He came to the door and passed inside, and I followed behind him in secret, hoping beyond hope that I might oppose him in the final need. I shudder to think what he might have done had he known I was there. Let us leave this place, friend. You can tell me what you have learned as we travel out of the shadows of the sad ruin. Completed. Instance prisoner of the free peoples. Let us leave this place. Memory hangs on its stones like a shroud and fills me with unease.
The Rangers of Evendim mourn their numbers slain during Mordrenbor's escape from Tinudir. Meanwhile, the Angmarim searched the wilderness for Narquil, the ring of Amarthiel. I fear that Amarthiel has already discovered Narquil's resting place, and with it, the doom of the North.
A shadow was on my spirit.
Candleth must be told what has happened, Gnarlo. Bring these tidings to her at Echad Candleth to the northwest at once. Alright, so we are returning up there to Echad Candleth and going to let her know what has transpired down here. And we will see you when we arrive back there at her camp. We are returning back up the hill to Echad Candleth, and with a much better understanding of just why Laerdan took such a personal interest in the whole story of Amarthiel back in Numenos. Why he was there, why he went to meet her on his own, although it was clearly a trap. And why, in his final message, that he said that it was his fault that all this had happened. And that he should be the one to see it through to its end and see if he could rectify it. Things are a lot clearer now. The things that you would do for your family. And in this case, his daughter, who apparently was corrupted somehow and became Amarthiel, servant of Mordrith and Angmar. Let's talk to Candleth and let's finish up chapter 12.
What can I do for you?
What has happened, Gnarlo? Why is your face etched with sorrow? Alright, let's see what we have here. That is definitely a nice cloak. That is a nice earring as well. I think those two, it may replace Gilnan. We shall see. Candleth's hammer, that's not going to help us. Candleth's bracelet. Interesting. And Beligmer. I am thinking, let's see. Breglos. And 16 might, agility, will, power, and critical rating. At a Rengal. I think we have a better cloak to replace a to replace the Evershadowed. So we are going to go with this. That's the next part.
My words, traveler.
That's the next part of our inventory managements, to actually put on some of this armor and jewelry and stuff that we've been collecting the last few quests. 13. Laerdan's failing. You say that Amarthiel's forces have recovered Narquil. This is terrible news, Gnarlo, and undermines all that we have sought here to accomplish. Lord Elrond must be told. Seek for him in the library of Umladris, and give him these grim tidings, as well as the diary of Sarah Oakhart. He will know what can be done, if anyone will. That is what we will do. And we are going to end that right there. Thank y'all for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.